Now.
And we're live!
Hello and welcome to Gamersledge Podcast, a very special traveling edition. I am your host, Mark. Come on in, sit down, have yourself a tall glass of Chick-fil-A lemonade. Not diet, but the whole leaded thing. Relax. It's a conversation between friends, a look at the video gaming industry and what it means to be a hardcore gamer. As I mentioned, I'm your traveling host, Balth. You can join me in the great state of where am I? Minnesota. I'm in Minnesota, walking from one point to another.
You know where you
Yeah,
are.
I know. It's been that kind of day. Joining us all the way on the far left side is, of course, Dave.
Yo!
Also joining us this week, we have Kate.
Hello.
Not to be left out, we also have Matt.
Woo!
And last but not least, he's on mute. I don't know if he's actually even there. It's Nick.
Bathroom.
That's good stuff. So, a couple things. Matt, kill airtime for just 1 minute, if you would, please.
How do I do that?
Just talk.
Oh, kill airtime. Not literally like kill things. Okay, I got it.
I
So
thought he was talking about cut the feed.
yeah, I thought you were like, how do I cut the feed? I don't know what I'm doing.
Can't stop the signal, man.
Exactly.
Oh,
Can't stop the
thank
signal
you.
now.
Thank you, Christian Slater. I appreciate that reference. Concourse F and G.
F and P. Holy cow.
F and
F and P.
So,
A rare
the
treat,
answer-
a tour of the Minneapolis airport.
for Dave and Matt is now.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to join everybody at the beginning of the podcast just to do the opening while I'm walking between terminals, but I really am about to get on a plane. So I do have to sign off. I wish everybody a happy podcast. And Dave and Matt, I'll let you do the honors, and I'll watch a little bit later and find out how that goes.
Copy.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
Have a great
Thanks for
podcast.
joining us.
Game
Yeah,
on.
thanks. Have a good flight. Let us know you don't die.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
trying
sure.
to figure out how to hang up while I'm walking.
He can walk and he talk, but he can't walk and hang up at the same time.
What about chewing gum?
No, that changed it to Nick. That's no good. I don't want to look at Nick. He's not even saying anything. How do I hang up?
I guess I hang him up. Let's see. Can I disconnect him? Eject? I guess we eject Mark. There we go. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, after that slight bit of chaos, welcome everybody. I am your host for the evening, Neo/Matt. I almost called myself Mark. I'm filling in for Mark in the driver's seat today.
You can't even really mash Matt and Mark together.
Not really, Shark. Okay, we have a road-tuned monkey. Mark-Thew, there you go. We have a road-tuned monkey that's trying to figure out how to get on the podcast. So let me
Did he
try.
start his own?
Probably did. I don't even pay attention anymore. Okay, so. All right. I will just one moment.
Everything's already gone to chaos.
It has. It's just going to go uphill from here or downhill or whichever way.
Dad's away, let's
Wanted to
party.
think about it.
You can go
Yes,
farther
exactly.
downhill? That's not good.
Well, I think we're kind of at the bottom. To get any further down, we're going to have to start digging.
Well, we can definitely go down from here. I mean, we've proven that time and time again.
Well, true. All we have to do is open it up to the public, and yeah, it'll go down fast.
Yeah, we're not doing that again.
Not that again. I have no idea how to edit this thing. All right. Well, hey, there's a
There
dude
he
monkey,
is.
Arturo Rojas. And now his headset won't work because that's the order of things.
This one will be quick as well.
I know he's gonna freeze and just stare at us with like the half-stoned look on his face.
And then act like he can't hear us or we can't hear him for
Is it
few
me?
minutes.
Yeah,
Hey!
hey, his headset works. He moves. He talks. It's amazing.
No, it's like I was hearing you talk. I was like, oh, okay, you guys are talking. That's key. And then half stone look, and I'm like, I have been to Colorado, and that was awesome. And I was like,
All right.
oh crap, they're talking about me.
All right. So again, welcome everybody. We have.
Oh, we're live already. Oh,
Yeah, we're live. We're going. Mark's
Darn
been
it.
here and done the intro and gone already. You're late to the
Wow.
party, my friend. Late to the party.
Nice.
As
Party to
always.
party, man, as usual.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
as one of the
You're lucky you're
co-conspirators,
the good-looking one.
yeah, this is true. We need him to keep the ladies coming back or something like that.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, and the guys. I'm not judging. So Dave, as co-conspirator, do you want to reveal?
Kate, check your email or your PayPal.
Oh my god! Oh, you guys! Oh, you should have warned me I'm gonna cry. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
have sent money towards a PS4. Oh my god! Thank you so much.
And not to sound like Oprah or something, but there's more. Joe's package to you from Experience got kicked back because the customs person didn't know what the heck they were doing, or the post office person when they filled out the form.
Yeah.
So it's going to have 3 or 4 extra items in it when it comes to you. They're about that big. They have a hole in the middle.
Donut. Oh.
Donuts, yes, exactly. They're really, really, really thin donuts. All the calories have been smushed.
They're not just donuts, they're Joe nuts.
Jonas.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
So Mark's here.
Okay.
Gosh. Hey-o.
That didn't sound the way
I'll have to thank Joe for his nuts.
That's okay. Yeah, you were right. The downhill part, yeah, we haven't even started to bottom out yet, have we?
You don't realize how low this all goes.
Oh, this is that sinkhole in Russia that aliens dug or whatever. Whew.
Thank you so much, you guys.
You're welcome.
I was just at the mall today, like doing that thing where you're like a little kid, like this in the window, hoping that if you look sad enough, someone will buy it for you.
And it's just in perfect time to download Grim Fandango.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Because I was considering, I was actually going to like maybe download it today for my PS3 because of like that, discount coupon.
Yeah.
But now maybe I'll wait a couple days. When does that expire? Or does it expire?
Yeah, it does. I think it expired on the 26th, to be honest, I think. I'm looking at my watch going, that's not a good answer, but yeah, I think it expired on the 26th. And I think Grim Fandango's cross-buy, isn't it?
What do you mean?
You mean
PS3,
cross-platform?
PS3, PS4, if you buy it for one, it's available for the other.
Oh, yeah, it might be, because they've been doing that. Like, Resident Evil is the same way, so it very well could be. It's something I'll have to look into.
Does it go the
But
other
also,
way too?
but also remember that you can, if you go onto the web version of the store, you can download the Plus games for PS4 for this month before they expire.
What are the games this month?
Swapper, which is an interesting. Dave would probably do a better job trying to explain that than I would.
Yeah, it's a puzzle clone slaughter simulator.
Yeah, okay, you didn't do any better than I did. It's kind of a Metroidvania, but without shooting.
No, you can't call it Metroidvania.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
the
true.
gameplay mechanic is you can sit there and project a clone of yourself, and then you could project your consciousness into that clone, and you can control the clones all at the same time. So, like, say if you make you send a clone up there, up to a level above you, you have to have clear line of sight. You have to be able to, see the beam completely, and then drop the clone. And then you have to have clear line of sight in order to project yourself into it. And then when you move, all the clones move in the same direction at the same time. They all jump at the same time, whatever you do. So there's puzzles you have to figure out where you have to you have to drop one on one side, move, jump, and figure out how to move everybody in unison, without killing everybody. But then it gets more complicated because there's blue light that you can't, project a clone through. There's red light that you can't. What's the red light? You can't.
You can't generate
Oh, you
clones.
No,
one
you can't.
one of them you can't generate clones. The other one you can't possess the
Blue-
clone through.
Yeah, blues you can't generate a clone, and then red is you can't project yourself to the clone.
I
So
see
there's
the
all kinds
first
of
light
weird-
is free too, so I'm doing that one for sure. You don't need Infamous to play First Light, right?
I don't think
Still
so.
need. What was that? Sorry.
What the hell is Nick doing?
I'm here.
What is that noise in the
what was
background?
There's something purring.
Yeah, it sounds like he's got a pet velociraptor.
Oh,
Oh.
that is not. It's the DualShock 4 controller.
That's what that is?
That's
the only
really
thing-
loud. That's awesome.
What the hell are you
It's-
playing?
It's
Oh, damn.
rattling against.
Where is that controller actually?
But yeah,
On the
That's
my question was, do you need Infamous, like on PS4, to play First Light, or is it
No,
a standalone
no,
DLC?
no. It's a standalone.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thing. Oh yeah.
that's
It's like
why that's downloaded.
yeah. Oh yeah. That was the other free one for PS4. That's right. So yeah, I've played a lot of that one. That's a pretty good one. The
Tales of-
Neon Power was my favorite power set from Infamous Second Son anyway. So
yeah, that was ridiculous.
So should we go around saying what we've been doing this week?
yeah, maybe we'll follow something resembling a format. But I don't know. Cats are
I
away,
say
mice are playing. I don't
We
know.
start on one topic and we just move. I like
Just
that.
keep moving. Just
And then we'll try to do the full circle at the end, and then we'll just say bye.
well, we've actually got viewers, believe it or not. So we probably should stick to something resembling a format. So.
Oh no, we're disappointing everybody.
We're disappointing everybody right now because the herder is not here to keep our cats in the circle. All right, so Mr. Arturo, you were late, but you are
Yeah.
also the most to my left. So what have you been up to over the last however long it's been since you've been on a podcast?
It was last week. Yay. But it's this. It's all this. It's just Pokemon. I've been playing Pokemon like crazy. So I caught all of them in Pokemon X, and I'm trying to level up all the, to go to first or secondary evolution Pokemon to get that done. And then I went to GameStop to look at Platinum, Pokemon Platinum, because I think I might have to pick that up so I can catch all the other rest. It's $40. It hasn't
what?
diminished in value at all.
Platinum's a little old, dude.
Yeah, Platinum is 40, and then I looked online, and it's pretty consistent. I was like, jeez. And then I saw Sold Silver and Heart Gold, and they were $50.
Wow.
Used.
Those
How do
suckers
they
are
go up in
retaining
value? There's billions of them on the market.
I have no clue. So I'm going to try to see
Nobody
if I can...
wants to give them up. That's why.
Oh, yeah. My brother has some, and I think my nephew has some, so I can just ask him if I can borrow it. I don't know if they still play it or not, but I am obsessing over it. That's all I've been doing. I saw Dying Light, but I heard about that whole review thing. I think we're going to talk about that today. And so I didn't pick it up. But I did look at the ridiculous prices for the previous
Well,
games.
for Dying Light, did you notice the making fun of Destiny thing
Yes,
that's built
the
into the
Destiny
game?
Loot Cave.
The loot,
Yeah.
the loot cave.
That's awesome.
And the
I'm glad they
patch,
did something
when
like
you
that.
kill enough zombies, they say, like, patch up there's some sort of, like, Destiny dig in, like, if you kill enough zombies, a message comes up about a patch that says, like, version 1.02, keep questing or something like that.
Oh, jeez.
There are not. You don't redo the same thing that many times. Just okay, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
The whole game is based on doing the same thing over.
But
and
it made
over
me,
again.
like, I wasn't really interested in that game until they did that. And then I was just like, that's kind of awesome.
It's an interesting concept, but I don't see myself putting enough time into it to be.
Well, I'm not
worthwhile
really much of a
personally.
first-person fan. Like,
Yeah.
I love BioShock, so I put up with first-person in it, but, like, I really have to be into the whole setting and everything for it to be a first-person game, because I find it a little, like, motion sickness.
Right.
Mm. Yeah, Bioshock's worth motion sickness.
Anyway, sorry.
No problem. No
Hijacking
problem.
your
So Turo, did you have you watched anything or read anything this?
I'm the previous episodes that just showed up on Grimm. and what was it? Agent Carter. I haven't seen. I'm very excited, and Gotham. Everything else, I'm pretty much caught up. I've seen. I don't know how many movies and TV shows that we were just randomly picking. I finished Party Down. I can't think of anything else. We're gonna rewatch The Last Man's or something like that. I think it's called.
It's a BBC show.
Yeah, the second season's on there, so I was like, sweet. I don't remember what happened in the first one. Might as well rewatch it all. Off season is awesome. I just watch everything, but I can't remember what I've watched. So I have a movie journal that I'm writing the movie title and then what's about. So when I'm like, what was that movie that I watched? I can't remember, and I think I recognize. I can just go to my movie journal and be like, you watched it, you didn't like it, it had this person. I'm like, oh, got it.
I was just talking about that on Facebook with someone, where it's like if you binge watch things,
Everything
they kind of blur
mixes
together. Yeah,
And I
because I was talking about because I've been binge watching Deep Space Nine, and I was like, I posted on my Facebook like, oh my god, I totally forgot about that episode where Dr. Bashir is like James Bond in the holosuite, and then everyone else gets like beamed in there, and he can't end the program or they'll die. But then someone in the comments put like, oh yeah, like the episode Duet, and I was like, which one's that? And the truth is, I had seen it, but it was just because I was binge watching them. They're all just kind of like melded into one giant long episode.
Yeah.
So dangerous doing that. But I have a movie journal. I'm ready to go, and we'll see what happens. But so far, I'm just having a blast, just watching everything.
All right, Mr. Dave.
Yo, I've actually done a lot this week compared to what I usually do. I picked up the Saints Row the Fourth, the PS4 version of that. So I started playing some of that, and that is seriously just like the most fun video game they made last year. So I'm really looking forward to getting all the way through that game.
So have you done any of the GAT stuff, or is just strictly sticking with the 4 for now?
Not yet. I just kind of like my problem with the game is I start getting in it, and I just start like I jump into the game, and then it's just like, oh, those little orbs that like update your that you can beef up your powers. There's one right there. Oh, I'm in a neighborhood where there's like 20 of them. I have to get all 20 of them. And then I start going to, let me go to a mission. But then I start seeing the orbs again, and I just start hopping around, and you start leveling up your powers, and I just get caught in that trap for so long. And then eventually I start doing missions again.
Podcasts in space! Or an airplane.
Oh, I don't think he can talk or laugh or anything because there's people around him. So,
what was
the first thing that happened?
I was just trying to watch it, and somehow I came back in here.
Nice. So then we have so Grim Fandango came out for download on the PS4. So I downloaded that. I actually started. Oh god.
You're dying again.
Yeah.
So I
He's
started.
actually a ghost.
So I started playing that tonight, and it's great. It's classic Double Fine studio. It's a LucasArts game, but Double Fine production. So the dialogue is all
crashed.
Great. Everything's awesome. Don't say that.
I was gonna say you really should pull back and let go.
So Grim Fandango, awesome. Get that. I picked up also in the Day of the Dead theme. It was the Book of the Dead came out.
Yeah, remember when you said something about the Day of the Dead, how it's blowing up and it's everywhere? That's when I saw the preview for that movie, and I'm like, holy crap, Dave's right. Anyway, I just remembered that.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
It was big thing last year.
Yeah, it was. It was all over the place. It was great. So I picked up that movie. I haven't been able to watch that yet. Justice League, Throne of Atlantis. That dropped also.
Oh, did it?
I did watch that. Not my favorite of the DC animation movies that they put out.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of weird because it's kind of like there's parts in it that kind of bored me. Like I could actually have taken a nap in the middle of it.
Ooh.
Yeah, which is surprising for that. But that being said, like some of they're really doing a good job on fight choreography in these things. I don't know if you've paid attention to that lately, but they have they're really like paying attention to that kind of stuff. in these, and that's pretty good. They got Nathan Fillion again as Green Lantern, which is awesome,
Nice.
especially since this is in the universe where Batman and Green Lantern are total dicks to each other. So that's kind of fun. It's a shame that Batman wasn't played by Kevin Conroy, because that would have made it look a little bit better. Like
Who's playing Batman now?
In this movie, it was someone else. I totally I'm drawing a blank on the name. But it just he wasn't. He's not my favorite one. Doing that. That's for sure. Not terrible. Just there's
Not Kevin Conroy.
Not Kevin Conroy.
Yes, but other people have done it. Like in that one where they did the Crisis on Two Earths on that video. It wasn't Kevin Conroy doing Batman, but it was actually pretty good. And I think it was the idiot Baldwin actually that was doing it.
Which one? You have to be more specific.
No, the real idiot one.
Steven?
I think it was Stephen Baldwin.
Isn't he arrested for
actually,
being a cult leader?
I don't know, but it actually wasn't terrible. Like I
love Biodome.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And so not the best one, but there are some really good moments in it. It's worth watching. I can't know if I can recommend people buying it. I mean, unless you have to have them all. It's got a really good preview of Batman vs. Robin, which is kind of taking on the Son of Batman. It's continuing that. It kind of incorporates some of the Court of Owls stuff in it as inspiration. And that seems like they're going in it seems like that's going to be a pretty fun one. And what else? A couple new cool Lego sets. Some of the new DC sets came out. So I picked up the Apocalypse one. So there's a big there's a big Apocalypse. That's awesome. The one that has a Gorilla Grodd Goes Bananas or something like that. That has Grodd, Flash, Captain Cold, a little minifigure that totally looks like George Michael from Arrested Development in a banana cart. It's great. And Wonder Woman with her invisible jet, and it's actually an invisible jet, so it's classic.
Like a jet made out of clear Lego pieces?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's wicked.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I thought you were gonna hold it up like this and be like, "Look."
I don't have it built yet. I think that's bag number 2, and I just had a chance to do bag number 1. That was it. So I'll show that next week after I have that built. But it's pretty funny. It's witty. And I think we'll cut it there. I'm caught up on TV. Gotham, Flash, Agent Carter. I have to watch a new Arrow this week. I didn't watch that yet. I'm caught up on pretty much everything else. So it's been a pretty busy week with that. Very productive.
Very good. Wow.
You look very proud of yourself.
I am. Because when does this happen?
It's like, get a job, man. So you're not showing the rest of
Just
yourself.
wait till he has a baby.
Oh, dude, I almost didn't have the job. Ugh. That sucks.
Well, that's not good.
They pulled a mark on you.
Yeah, dude, it was. There's somebody that they all of a sudden the vendor that I was going through for my contract agency was not a preferred vendor for the company I'm going to be working for, and this all happened without anybody actually knowing, and they weren't going to tell anybody. It was really shady. So it looks like we got that figured out. I have to go to a new place tomorrow to basically go through another contracting agency to get that set. But in the process, somehow weaseled a raise. So
Nice. So
Hey.
you did have a mark.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Kate.
Well, as far as games go, I finished Chapter 1 of The Wolf Among Us. So I've
how'd
been
you like it?
considering picking. I loved it, but I'm like, should I pick up the other chapters, or should I wait till they're free? Because the first chapter was free, and it was I don't know. So I don't know if I'll pull a Dave.
Historically, they've done it like crack. They'll give you the first hit for free, but the rest of it you're going
You
to
have to
pay for.
Yeah. So
Now, they will go
probably,
on sale from time to time, but...
Yeah. So
I recommend doing it that way.
I have other things to play, so it's not like I'm in a huge rush. So I can kind of wait and see if they'll do it that way. But yeah, I love the art style, and I'm curious to find out what happens next. But I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil. Aside from the compressed movies, which in a port like this always look like shit, it looks really good on an HD TV. Those backgrounds. That's the one thing about having static camera angles. You can do gorgeous backgrounds. And the backgrounds look incredible. And the one thing they've done is let you choose the Resident Evil 4 models of Jill and Chris instead of just, you can have the original ones, but you can also have the Resident Evil 4 ones. So I already did the Jill playthrough. I'm doing the Chris one, and I decided to use his Resident Evil 4 model to see what it would look like in amongst the game and everything. And you can tell a difference between him when he's interacting with like other characters, but he fits right in with the backgrounds, and that's just a testament to how beautiful they were. And I mean, I know a lot of people are like, ugh, fix static camera angles, but I like them in a survival horror game because it kind of adds that element of it's out of your control, and as soon as you turn that corner, there might be something right there kind of thing. And you can get these like gloomy, crazy angle shots that add to the atmosphere. I always remember one of the best things with the very first Friday the 13th was the angling of each shot where the person talking wouldn't be in the center of the frame. They'd kind of be off like this, so there'd be this kind of blank space here. And your eyes would always be going there because you'd expect something to like pop it, like be there, right? And half the time there never was, but it just added an element of suspense, and that's something I really wish they would kind of bring back to the survival horror genre instead of making it like Resident Evil got away from survival horror and went into trying to get the Call of Duty people to like the game, so they went with like, you know, the free movement and all that. And I mean, I do appreciate being able to move when you're aiming your gun. I mean, that's one thing that I was glad that they improved, because like I tried to like aim and move and I was like, oh shit, I can't do that in this game. But I do miss the static camera angles, and I mean the game, and even those character models, not the Resident Evil 4 ones, but the older ones, the GameCube ones, still look pretty damn good. I mean, obviously they're not going to be on par with like, you know, the Drake and Uncharted 4 or anything, but considering they're from a GameCube going to like an HD TV, they look pretty damn good. So like I was really, really impressed with that, and impressed with how well that big of a gap in technology between like the remake Chris and the Resident Evil 4 Chris, how well they look together in the same game. It was just a testament to how powerful the GameCube actually was graphic-wise when you could actually use it. A lot of people didn't give it the kudos it deserved in that category, so I just wanted to kind of say it's like that was at the time a beautiful, beautiful game, and it still holds up except for the compressed movies.
Except for those red zombies. I hated those.
Oh, the Crimson Heads.
Ugh.
Well, because you don't like fast zombies.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was...
But I think it was an element of surprise that it's like when you first come across your first one, you're like, oh, ah, because it's just like it's dead, and then it wakes up, and you're like, holy shit. But yeah, no. So I've been having a lot of fun with that, and I always really, really appreciated the addition from like the way back PS1 to the GameCube one of Lisa Trevor, that story, because it was very sympathetic in the way of doing kind of the big monster that you can't kill that's always kind of in a Resident Evil game, the one you always have to run away from, but she was a lot more sympathetic than like, you know, the Mr. Nemesis or Mr. X or one of those kind of guys. So that's what I've been doing game-wise. I'm caught up on Gotham and the Flash, and I've just put up the newest Face-Off review on the website, so go check that out. And that's about it.
All right.
And I almost adopted a cat today.
Almost adopted
another one. Well, because we have 4 already, and I've always like, we should get more cats, and my father's like, no! But we dropped off a bunch of fleece for donation at the SPCA, and we're like, let's go look at all the cats. And there was this big, giant male, like he was all black and white and fluffy, named Johnny, and I was this close to convincing my mom to take him home. But then she was like, no, we have too many cats. And I said, there's no such thing.
Oh, there's such a thing.
Yeah, it's called one.
Shut up.
That is correct, sir.
We've had to separate cats here.
Dear.
Weevils
We
has
don't have to
taken over the
separate
basement.
ours. Cats sort themselves out.
Yeah, it was just there was other things going on, other behavioral issues because of them not getting along. So we're just like, nope.
Maybe Canadian cats are nicer then.
Well,
Well,
we have
we
pretty
also
nice
we
healthcare.
also have a big yard. So like we have an acre of land, so the cats
Freedom.
can go outside. Yeah, they can like the boys can go outside and mark their territory, and Opera can boss around everyone and be like the queen bitch of all the house. So they're all kind of happy right now.
She's so tiny.
Sounds about like a
She's
cat.
she's like the meanest one though.
It's hilarious.
All right, Nick, what have you been up to?
So basically, I got a new job, so I've been trying to get my
Boo!
healthcare coming up. I know, I lost all my game time. I'm sorry.
You're
Where-
becoming a grown-up. What did we tell you?
I know. I gotta stop doing it.
We told you not to do that.
I know, because then it turns into responsibilities and decent paychecks, and nobody wants that.
Did you learn anything from us at all?
No.
Apparently not.
Don't you see progression? No. Um, so, I haven't gotten a whole lot. Watching a bunch of stuff, though. I'm caught up with Flash, except for the newest episode. What else? Me and my fiance are still watching Smallville. We're on season 6? No, 5. No, 6. 6. We're on season 6. What else? Not a whole lot. Bones, Castle. More Castle than Bones.
Bones?
Castle. No Bones. Haha. Castle. Glee, don't judge.
Dude, no, that show is brilliant. I'm sorry. At least it started off brilliant.
It's
The
the final
first season was.
It's the final season.
I did like it at the beginning, but my gosh.
I did drop off, but early on, it was a shockingly funny show.
Yeah, the first season was amazing, and then it just kind of jumped
Yeah.
jumped a million sharks.
Yeah. I like the music. It's like 90% of the reason that I still watch it. Lots of Destiny. I'm trying to get Flawless Raider, and I'm trying to Platinum. Just leave it at that. Pokemon, Omega Ruby, because Pokemon's awesome. Always playing my phone game, Defender of Texel, DOT. Did a horrible update, but whatever. Just means more stuff for me. I'm getting a new laptop, so that this isn't all fuzzy.
Yay.
That will actually allow me. I'm getting one that has a graphics card and like quad-core processor and all this fancy stuff. So I'm actually going to be able to record gameplay on it, which means my YouTube channel will actually start to become a thing. So hopefully,
Awesome.
That's exciting.
hopefully, sooner than later I'll get that done. But I do have a YouTube channel up, and I do have a Facebook group up. The YouTube channel is The List. The Facebook group is just called List, List. That's it. Yeah, you don't have to join yet because there's nothing on there. But yeah, I've been working and cleaning, so that's it.
And once you get that kicked off, you'll have to talk to Mark because I know he's been looking at some YouTube promo stuff. So you guys will have to collaborate on what he's found.
Oh, we will.
I guess that means I'm next, and I should have been using this time to figure out what it is I've been doing over the last week instead of all the other things I've been doing and listening to folks talk. I'm basically behind on everything TV. I'm behind this week's Agent Carter. I'm behind both weeks' Arrows. I haven't watched this week's Flash. So haven't watched any of the Castle since it's been back. So yeah, basically I'm behind on everything. So I did catch up on Sailor Moon Crystal, so I've seen up through.
You got the important one down.
Yes, I got to watch it with the daughter. She enjoys that.
Well, we'll see because like Crystal made me not hate Tuxedo Mask, so we'll see if it can make me not hate Chibiusa.
We'll see. It's hard to say. I mean, it started off decent, so but it did kind of jump into it wasn't super deformed thing with her first appearance, but it was deformed, I guess. So let's see, did that. As far as games, with the sale, between the Flash sale and the 10% off coupon, I picked up Unfinished Swan.
Unfinished Swan, yes.
Which is a crazy that is an interesting game. I mean, I read about it, I knew what it was, but until you actually start playing it, it's just you don't really quite get it.
It's an experience more than a game. It's its own thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and let's see. I picked up the. I'm gonna forget what this is. It's like Kitty something Milk Money Defender DX or something. It's basically Defender, except you're a cat in a submarine.
Sounds plausible.
Yeah, and you're mining for milk because the world's milk supply has run dry, and for some reason at the bottom of the ocean you can put cats and pumps and they can pump milk.
Again, sounds plausible.
Sure.
Why isn't the government working on
part of
this?
this game yet?
Let's see what else I got. I got that. I picked up the Never Alone, which is the Alaskan tribe themed story about a girl and her. I think it's an Arctic fox. Haven't actually started playing it yet. And also, there's one other one. What is it? Child of Light, which I've been meaning to pick up since it came out. So since I had the coupon, I went ahead and got that as well. So I've done that. I've actually been going back. Whenever I joined PlayStation Plus, it was the week where they were giving away the entire 4 episodes. The 4 episodes of Telltale Games Jurassic Park, which was, as near as I can tell, their first foray into what evolved into The Walking Dead and the Wolf Among Us and all of those games. It was their first foray into trying to figure that formula out. You can tell it's their first foray into it, or at least it's a very early, because there's a lot of things that don't work that well, and they ultimately end up cutting that methodology out of the rest of their games. It's definitely historically been rated as one of their worst titles.
I was just trying to say, wasn't that one like forgotten for a reason?
Pretty much. I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, the story arc basically is, here's what happened to some other people on the island when all the crazy crap happened, and we ignore all the main characters and we follow this other set of characters who are on the island. The voice acting is atrocious. The script is questionable. But the environment is good. They captured, the graphics ride back and forth. The dinosaurs largely look quite good considering. Lip syncing, there is none.
My time would have been better served slamming my junk in the door repeatedly.
No, it's not that bad, and it's easy trophies, so
that is the main reason right there.
You trophy.
I know,
I'm
unabashed.
Oh, it's bad. It feels
Mark's
bad.
traveling.
It feels so good, but it's so bad.
Mark's traveling. Time to get ahead.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I have 24 hours. Let's do this.
So so I've been playing through them. It's not horrible, and it's interesting to see how. For me, it's interesting to see as a developer how they evolve, because they had that one, and they had the Back to the Future, which was totally done in the old point-and-click style, like a King's Quest or any of those of that era. And then they got into the the Walking Dead, and you can see it's just interesting for me to see how they grew from what they did with Jurassic Park, and that someone said, I see potential here, I see what you're trying to do, I'll let you deal with my license, and in this case The Walking Dead, which is a huge license right now, and they knocked it out of the park and haven't looked back since. So I mean, that's more of it than anything, is just trying to see, how did they come up from where they started, and yes, I see Nova. Do you even actually play the game, or do you just play with the figures?
Yes.
Play the game.
You play the game? All right.
Yeah. I'm working through the Guardians of the Galaxy levels right now.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Does Nova have a token for Guardians of the Galaxy? Can he come in?
Nova, I believe, yes, he does have tokens in the Guardians of the Galaxy levels. I'm missing one of his tokens in the Avengers level, so I was never able to unlock him in there. But I got the Rocket one, so I had Rocket running around in town.
Those things are surprisingly hard to find. I was doing share play with Mark on the Spider-Man levels, and those tokens are surprisingly hard to find.
Yeah, I remember
Until we
like
unlock the
stumbling
spider
across a bunch in
sensibility. But
yeah, I remember stumbling across a bunch in the Avengers levels, and then all of a sudden, like, I can't find like the last Nova one, so I have no idea.
But see, what else? I know I've played some random stuff here and there. I just can't think. A little bit more of Duke Nukem, which I still I get too close to enemies and they turn paper thin and I can't shoot them. And apparently the snake is no longer on the plane.
Oh, that's bad.
Wait,
Tired of these
Yeah.
motherfucking gamers on this motherfucking plane.
dude, is he seriously? Is he duking right now? I hope he's not duking.
Hudson, no.
Duking. Let's see. I don't know.
Tap the mic. Tap the mic.
He's
So we can see a
flying.
bigger shot of it.
Once for yes, twice for no.
Are
That's all I
you
can think of.
safe? Blink once.
Yeah.
He's in somebody's trunk.
See if we
Let's
hear
see.
the overhead.
The,
Sorry, we've lost radar. We don't really know why. Can everybody check their Kindles?
All of a sudden, an oxygen mask comes popping down.
Turn the camera a little bit. What are you doing? Are you in the wheel well? Oh, okay. It's just a little darker in there, that's all.
yeah. He can't crash now because if he does, he'll probably hit my house.
What was it? There's flashing lights. What's happening over there?
I saw flashing lights.
It's a party.
It's
He's on like Tony Stark's party jet.
Oh, I had
that
forgotten
Air
about
Marshal with
that
a taser?
scene. I'd forgotten about that scene in Iron Man 1. We watched that the other weekend, and I forgot about this party jet. All right, so I don't know if there was anything else. I don't remember what else I did. So we're done
Okay,
at this
format time. Let's get into the news.
point. Let's get into the news. All right, so we'll just start down the line and see if anyone's got a news. And if we get back to me, I'll throw one of the ones I've got out. Mr. Toon Monkey, has you news?
News. Oh man, there was something. I was gonna look it up. Make me next.
Dave, do you have news?
what?
I have lots of news.
Go to Kate.
All right, Kate, do you have
Okay.
news?
So if you're one of those people who hates DLC and everything it stands for,
I remember news.
video game company is pretty much saying fuck you and the horse you rode in on right now, because EA put out their profits for the quarter, the trailing 12-month quarters, and breakdown quarterly. The third quarter for the fiscal year of 2015, 47% of their profits came from DLC content. So, I mean, that's like not games, not digital games, that's just extra content. So, if you're someone who's like, oh, I hate DLC, I wish it would go away, it ain't going away. Like,
Yeah.
It's not going away.
this is only EA, but I'm sure if you looked at a bunch of other companies that put out DLC, it'd be about the same thing, like those microtransactions. There's a reason that like King Games makes $1 million a day sort of thing. It's like it's all those little. I'll spend 50 cents on a bomb in Candy Crush. Like it's only 50 cents. That's the way DLC works. They make
27 of them later.
yeah, but it's the same thing with DLC. It's like you get this little bit of extra content for the price of not a full game. So it seems like it's not. It almost seems like it's not real money.
And
So,
season
like-
passes too.
Yeah, and season passes. So, I mean, DLC is here to stay. My other news, Reptile was revealed for Mortal Kombat X, and his X-rays look sick.
That's all the news I have.
And tomorrow, NetherRealm Studios is having a live stream of the game at twitch.tv/NetherRealm, and it starts at 3 p.m. Central, so 4 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Atlantic, which is me, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. See, I know my time zones. They will be showing a new character, and it will be someone different than Reptile. So
Hooray! Like new or old new?
I don't know. It's just going to be they just said who's next.
I thought you had all the answers.
Oh, sorry. I'm hoping it's Melina, but if they're doing a live stream, I kind of have a feeling it might be a new character because then they can spend some time showing off a new character if it's in a live stream.
Hmm.
Also tomorrow, for you sports ball fans, Clueless Gamer, Conan O'Brien, which is hilarious, is going to have Marshawn Lynch and Ron Gronkowski playing Mortal Kombat X.
Jeez, that's gonna be awesome.
Nice.
So it showed a little clip of one of them was being Goro and the other one was being someone, but you should
So
go.
Marshawn Lynch just spent 45 minutes today saying, "I'm here so I don't get fined," and he'll probably
That's
get
probably
fined
what-
anyway because he's wearing an illegal hat to wear in an NFL interview.
Yeah,
but
he's wearing that same hat in the Clueless Game, or just in a different color.
I'm only here so I don't get fined.
So we'll
Yeah.
see if he says that during Clueless Gamer.
I
But
love
if
that that guy gets a bigger fine than the Patriots who cheat.
the deflatriots, as I've been calling them.
Nice.
the Deflatriots.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
Lord.
if you like Clueless Gamer, which you should because it's pretty fun, check out Gronkowski and Marshawn Lynch playing Mortal Kombat X, which will be kind of a preview of it because it's not out for another couple months yet. I guess that's all my news.
All right.
I had more than you, Turo. Take that.
Ah, darn it.
I did want to throw out there for our viewers, if you are watching this live and you have any questions, we will be taking questions. You can either submit them through the Q&A for the Hangout, or you can go comment on the YouTube stream, and we'll gather those up toward the end of the show, and we'll do a Q&A quick with that in place of reader mail, because we don't have any reader mail today.
I have
Also
news.
wanted to say thank you to all of our new subscribers.
Yes, thank you. We
Yay.
appreciate all of the new subscribers and all of the new fans of the show. So we do
Glad he
this.
did that in the creepiest way possible.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, all.
Try and
Fix the
sleep
motion.
tonight, new subscribers.
Death metal
Pretty
elevator.
good, Turo. I gotta let you know that was pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
I got some
Oh,
obscure
gosh.
news that no one will care about.
Okay, Mr. Dave.
Okay, we all know I love me some portable puzzle games, and you know, my favorite one of all time is Lumines. So apparently, this company called Mobcast, which is a Japanese smartphone game developer, has acquired the rights to Lumines and Meteos from Q Entertainment.
Love Meteos.
Yeah, both good. And apparently they're going to pump out some new ones for iOS and Android. And they're actually going to be a collaboration with Tetsuya Mizuguchi. So there's hope that they're actually going to be good.
Wow.
So that's kind of
Little
it.
bit sort of.
Is it me, or does the way Dave look today, he looks like a barbarian king?
Martin Luther King? Is it him, or does Dave look like Martin Luther King?
No, a barbarian king.
Oh, Barbarian King. Another type of
Barbarian
king,
king,
sorry.
yes.
He needs a turkey leg. Arr.
Yes, Dave does look like Martin Luther King.
You're kind of not really kind of way.
Oh,
It's
gosh.
Black History Month, after all.
I heard it. I'm sorry.
No, not yet. There's still 3 more days. Right? Yeah.
I have news.
It's February.
He's Canadian. February 4th earlier there.
Yeah. I don't think we talked about it. I hope we didn't talk about it. But a certain doctor is going to be a certain bad guy.
Yeah.
Hooray. I thought that was very exciting. It's going to be cool seeing him on TV. We have some super interruptive news. It's just in.
This is not official.
Blah, blah, blah,
Oh snap! There's no on the wing.
They're removing the wings.
It's not good.
Is it
I think him being
Banjo-Kazooie?
Him being on the.
So yeah. So
You guys broke the podcast.
we did.
Wow.
So Turo, what show and what character and what actor and what villain?
Well, he's going to be in the Jessica Jones TV or not TV series, Netflix series, and he's supposed to be a bad guy. He's gonna be
He
Purple
is.
Man.
which is
Purple Man.
awesome. He's got a chance to really play like an evil, creepy dude. So I think that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, my question is he gonna which accent is he gonna use? Is he gonna use his normal accent? Is he gonna use his Doctor Who accent? Is he gonna use his American accent, or is he gonna pull something completely different out? Because the original character's American, I think, but
Yeah.
I don't care, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean they can always make little changes and stuff, but
But the
I
Purple
mean-
Man, if he's actually gonna be purple, that would be kind of wild.
well, I mean if they do it the way in the comic, which they tend to be pretty close to stuff.
Yeah.
Dude's supposed to be purple. So
Hence the name.
So that's one of my news. Is I'm
If you have
excited.
a non-purple Purple Man, then why is he the Purple Man?
Philosophical question.
I know.
apparently the Wii U is selling like gangbusters. Oh wait. No, I read that backwards.
You read that backwards. The Wii U is barely selling enough to break even.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was it, 9.2 million since
yes.
12? Was that what it was?
Oh.
I saw it the article, but I don't have it up.
It's not. Yeah.
It's a long time, and it's not very many. Like PS4 sells more of that in like 2 days. All right.
And
well,
we'll sell one more soon. Yay!
yes. All of the good things. So, my DS4 controller is the loudest one in the entire universe. Do you have any news?
No, I don't have any. Nothing I can think of. I've been looking up a lot of Destiny stuff. Shocking, I know.
Out.
And
You need
he
to
said
join Mark's Destiny
Where's my band hammer? He said Destiny. Where's my band?
Oh, that's right. So, I can't really think of any news that's not banned. That's not banned by the band hammer. So, there's one. Kingdom Hearts 3 you can officially pre-order on Amazon, and the even better, one of the voice actors has officially stated on his tweet or social media form of his choice, he has stated that all of the voice acting for Kingdom Hearts 3 is officially complete, and that the game should release sometime in 2015.
Mr. Airplane.
Oh yeah. It just has.
Unsure.
It's been December 31st, 2015 for a while, even on
Yeah.
GameStop.
Square
Yeah.
Enix has officially said that statement can't be taken as true because of the fact that, well,
They can't ever put a game out on time.
Well, yeah.
If they're
keep
done
telling-
with voice acting, they have 3 more years till it's
This sounds dangerously close to making our fans happy. We
What?
can
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. I keep telling my friend, I'm like, yes, we will pick up our Kingdom Hearts 3 pre-order with our grandchildren. So it's not going to happen. No.
Oh yeah, exactly. But well, it's good news for Kingdom Hearts. So hopefully we'll.
They have
see
made
that
some
sometime.
form of progress, yes.
So just to follow up on the previous, I got sent a link by one of our friends of our show, Ian, who is watching, and it was 9.2 since its launch in 2012, and they had been predicting 9 million by March of 2014. So it's
It only took
looking
them
like
out
they're
here more.
not going to make that, I don't think, or well, yeah, they are going to make that, but. No, wait a minute. 2014, 2015. I don't even know when the heck I'm at.
They missed slightly.
Slightly bit late. Sorry,
missed it.
slightly late.
They're a year behind. Oh my
They're
God,
a year
like
behind schedule. But on the other hand, they're predicting
Holy
their
shit,
first
Nintendo.
year of profitability in the last several. So they're actually thinking they're going to turn a profit this year. So
Because there was a Pokemon.
there was a
just
Pokemon game.
Pokemon.
Exactly.
Just Pokemon.
Okay, so some other news. A big bit of PlayStation news dropped today in the form of a partnership with Spotify. Spotify is a very popular music service, which I have not used. I have officially signed up and downloaded the app, but I have not tried using it yet, so I am not really all that personally vested in this. However, I know there are a lot of people that are. So Sony is dropping its Music Unlimited service. There are more details to follow. I assume there will be some sort of credit for those that still have an account when they drop the service. The service is going to be dropped March. March 29th in all 19 countries that it's in.
That really sucks for the user of it.
Yeah, the whole one user. Actually, the funny thing is it's been announced for PS3 and PS4, but it was not announced for Vita. And apparently, there is a fairly vocal, if small, group of people who use Music Unlimited on their Vita, and they are quite upset that the Vita was not included in this announcement. So there is potentially, I don't know if that's a miss there or if we'll find out more details later. We're going to find out.
It doesn't make sense that they wouldn't include the video with that.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, so I'm not sure, but so prior to the launch of Spotify on PlayStation Music is what it'll be called now. Music Unlimited service will close in all 19 countries on March 29th of 15. Nearly all of these countries will be among the 41 markets in which PlayStation Music featuring Spotify will be available at launch. This includes the U.S., Canada, Mexico, and Brazil. From February 28th, Music Unlimited users with active subscriptions will receive 30 days free access through March 29th. So maybe that is their compensation, is they'll get a 30-day free access to PlayStation Music. But this will be Spotify. You'll be able to work with your existing Spotify account. Now it does say it allows you to easy sign up with your existing ID and subscribe to Spotify's premium service. So it doesn't outright say that you need to be using the pay service to use this feature, but it's kind of heavily implying that, which would be similar to how Hulu Plus works. You know, you have a free Hulu account, but you can't use the apps unless you subscribe to Hulu Plus, which is their pay service. And you can also use this while playing games on PS4. So you want to listen to, I don't know, some death metal while you're running through the caves of some MMO that we won't mention ever again, because your mind is already numbed from the pain of running the same raid for the 500,000th time. Yeah, go ahead and do that. So yeah, you'll be able to play that. The PlayStation Music feature will work with all the games, so you'll be able to play that music in the background and listen. And I think this makes a lot of sense. I mean, like Dave said, the entire user of Music Unlimited is going to be upset, but by and large, that has been a huge misstep on their part. I know Mark and I were always waiting for Sony to figure out how to get all of their Sony Studios music stuff into PlayStation and make it something that they could draw from, and they've just never done it. So why not partner with one of, if not the biggest music service available out there right now? And this seems like an easy win.
No, I think what may happen is the same thing that happened with Spotify's. I don't know. For the phone, Spotify, you can get a free account, which is what I have, and if you go on their web player, you can access everything fine. But through my phone, I can access my music in a random shuffle playlist, and that's it. So I can't select the song I want to play. I get it in a shuffled playlist, which I actually still find is okay, because I just listen. I have all my songs in one playlist, and I just go through it all.
But they also put in other songs too.
If it's your music and your songs, like I just go to my songs and then hit play. I have not heard any random inserts. If you go to someone specific, playlist and or an artist playlist, then yeah, I get random stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, because that's what I do most of the time on there.
So this will be interesting to see how this goes along, but I think this is a good move for them. I think this will go over a lot better than Music Unlimited has for them, which I'm guessing we probably won't see the same with Movies Unlimited, but maybe we will. I don't know.
They already have Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah, they've already got the major players as apps on the systems.
And Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon
And
Prime, let's
Amazon,
not forget
yeah,
that.
exactly.
It has
Scared me.
all of HBO stuff. Like The
Oh, HBO
Wire.
Go. HBO Go is on there now too, isn't it?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, it's coming.
Only on the Xbox One.
Okay, what's coming? I know it's
Who
been
watches
announced. I
anything on
just
that
don't know
anymore?
if it's been out yet.
Yeah,
And HBO is close to putting HBO Go out as a
I can't
pay-alone
wait.
service, so you don't have to actually buy HBO to have access to Go. I might actually be able to catch up on Game of Thrones, maybe.
Yay.
All right.
Like
I
Dark
had a
Game of
couple
Thrones.
other little pieces of news. For though all negative 10 people that are using the Maps function on the PlayStation Vita, they are going to lose that. It's going to be disabled via System software update planned for March of this year. It'll automatically become removed once the new firmware has been installed. My guess is this was primarily something with the 3G version of the system, which has obviously been discontinued. If Maps is available on my Vita, I have literally never clicked on it, or maybe I did once right after I got it and decided it was nothing I needed and got rid of it. So I don't think that's going to be a huge factor for anyone. Now, this next one's a little more interesting. The Vita has what is actually a fairly good YouTube app. This also is getting removed and will no longer be supported after the 20th of April on 2015. It will cease being available for download on the 28th of January, i.e. today. So if you didn't get it today, you're not going to be able to download it, but it is no longer supported after April. The thing is, YouTube just switched over their default player from Flash to HTML5. So the instructions are that the users can continue to enjoy YouTube apps via the browser application and will be able to access all of their YouTube data, such as playlists and channels, blah, 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 blah. So what they're saying is we have a HTML5 compliant browser on the Vita. Where am I from? Vita. Oh God!
Time to get down there, reader.
Gosh, you got a pretty mouth.
Shouldn't have done that in collection.
Shouldn't have done that. He was just a boy.
Oh, little feller.
You're all going to get on our readers.
Go get on your there, Vita.
Get a dog, little longy.
So yes,
Swapper on the Vader.
YouTube on the Vita is now supported through the browser. Ignoring all silliness.
I can't.
I can't.
The more you ignore us, it just eggs us on.
Eater, pumpkin eater. So there's a game.
I love you all. Bye.
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 If I hear something crashing into my house, oh God. So one of the things that is dropping this week actually isn't dropping until
Dude, he's
tomorrow.
not this guy.
Look at the turbulence.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
Or he's just shaking it. He'd be really mean if he did that, though.
Nah,
You know it's true.
No, he's dying. The plane's crashing.
Does he want me to eject
Tuck and
him?
roll.
What does he want?
Tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll. In the middle of the air.
Bye. Do you want me to eject
He's
you?
sitting
No,
in
no,
a
no, no.
chair in the sky.
Oh, no, he's okay. He's
No,
gone.
no, no. Now he's experimenting. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
he's experimenting to
yeah,
see how long he can hang on.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So one of the things that's dropping this week actually isn't dropping till tomorrow. It did not drop with the normal PlayStation
I
Network
love
drop.
testicles. Sorry.
Anyway, it's called Life is Strange. And
That's
Are you
awesome.
taking a fact or a game name?
yes, all the above. It is an episodic game for PS3 and PS4, and it is set up in a similar style to the Telltale games. So this is the first time that, as far as I've been able to see, that someone is trying to elbow in on Telltale's grab of the old point-and-click adventure game market. So there is going to be a free demo of it. How much of it do you get for the free demo? Is it the entire episode, or is it like a time demo? I'm not sure. But it's just something, if anyone out there is also a fan of the Telltale Games format, somebody's trying to elbow in on that, and it'll be interesting to see if we start getting competition in there. Also, something as I was looking at the list, Grim Fandango Remastered is cross-buy for the PS4 and Vita.
Nice.
So buy it once and get it on both of those wonderful platforms.
I did not realize it was on Vita.
It's a perfect game for the Vita, to think about it. I mean, it really is.
Awesome.
So, whilst I browse the subjects for any other last-minute games or news that we might want to cover, has anyone else thought of anything that they wanted
Tomorrow, How to Get Away with Murder starts again.
Yeah.
That shows us.
I feel like there are certain people who should not see that.
Like people who want to get away with murder. He's not even paying
All right,
attention.
there we go. That was the mic dropping right there. That was it. That was done.
Done.
Let's see. I still haven't played any of my Dragon Age Inquisition. I went to the first midnight launch I've gone to in forever, and the game sits there unplayed.
Just send it to Kate.
Just what?
Just send it to Kate.
Just send it to Kate. There you go.
This is what you get for having children and a life and a job and a comic book store in your garage.
I wish I could actually make some money out of that, maybe. There was some. I wasn't sure what you guys were talking about because I hadn't seen it, but there was some news about the Dying Light release. There were some issues.
The only thing I read was that they didn't give the game out to the reviewers, the people who got an early chance to review it, and that way they have something to read, or people who want to check out how the game is to read before they actually buy it. They didn't give those games out. So that was kind of like red flags.
Yeah, then they had a lot of rage
Against the machine.
Dying of the Light.
Oh, against the light. Oh. Dear Lord, do we have any viewers left? One. We're down to one.
That's an English joke.
Whoever that poor masochist is, I apologize. It'll be better next week. Mark will be here.
If Mark was still here, he would have appreciated that one.
He would have. He would have.
That's a literary joke.
It is. And we start talking about tigers and burning bright and forests and stuff, and then it's just gonna get scary. But yeah, I guess I'm out of ideas here. So let me scrape the channels here to see if we got anything.
If anyone still cares.
Oh, they care.
That sounded way creepier than it should have.
Well, our one fan is actually communicating to me. So our one fan, our one viewer of right now. Do you have any questions you would like us to address? It's like a seance here. It's like, is there anything you would like us to
they're
answer?
typing out an ASCII penis pic right now.
Seriously, man.
Equals capital D.
I believe so. He's asking if I am the only one of the panel who have read Star Wars Episode 1, the relaunched comic. Dave, I know you used to dive into the comics. Are you at all interested in the Marvel relaunch of the Star Wars comics that will be in canon?
I am kind of curious, but I was going to let people beta test it first.
That's smart.
Because if it ends up being like a total pile, like I don't want to jump in. What was I reading about? There was like some... Was it the re-release of the old comics or something that used to be canon?
Yeah, there's two omnibuses of the old Marvel Star Wars comics that are coming out. I believe they're hardcovers.
No.
Fan, I'm sure you know.
Yeah, no, it was something about somebody re-released something that was done off like the original like script ideas or something.
The Star Wars. Yeah, there was
Yeah, that.
there was Dark Horse's last series for Star Wars was it 12 part? I think it's 12 part. Based off of one of the early scripts, which is much more akin to like son of a gun, the Forbidden Fortress, the Hidden Fortress. Thank you, brain work occasionally.
But apparently
So
they were awful.
they were not the best. There was some interesting ideas there. It was interesting because like the characters of R2D2 and C3PO, their personalities were completely backwards. So they had the astromech looking one who actually looked more like Chopper, and he had all of 3PO's line, and 3PO's was more like R2D2. But they both spoke English rather than one of them making noises. Overall, it wasn't that great. I've got the whole series.
Of course.
Don't know why, but
Masochist.
yes, basically. But no, Star Wars #1. I wish I could see it so I could grab it because is it Jason Aaron? Is that who's writing it? Ian, hurry up and answer so you can tell me. Because come on, you know these things. Dang it, he's not typing. I think it's Jason Aaron, and the artist starts with a C. Hold on, I'm googling.
Google.
All my day I've been googling. All the day I've been googling.
See, I definitely don't want to get into a sci-fi comic, even though it's Star Wars right now, because like the last thing I read was actually Saga.
Yeah.
A few of the trades of that, which is ridiculous.
Saga is amazing. It's still going on, you know.
Oh yeah. But I'm only picking up the trades, so.
Okay, yeah.
I gotta wait for
so
that.
There should be a new one. There should be a new trade dropping because they're in break period right now.
Yeah, I think there is one either about to drop or it just dropped, so I gotta pick it up.
Yeah. Okay. So the writer is Jason Aaron, who is on freaking fire right now for me. He is writing probably my 3 favorite books right now. And John Cassaday is the artist, and they're really killing it. I mean, they jumped.
What's the guy writing now?
Huh?
What's the other books that the guy writes right now?
He's been writing Thor for a while now, and I should know. I know that I love it because I just can't think of what the title is right now. I know that I like it. My brain is not, and I can't reach my stack.
Is that how you propose to your wife?
I can't reach my stack, or
Okay.
marry me. I can't reach my stack. Yes,
And I
that is
don't.
exactly what I
like
said.
you, but I don't know your name.
I like you, but I don't know your name. You're kind of hot. Would you marry me? That's actually not that unbelievable.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't find it. It's not in this.
I like how just searching through random comics is a viable alternative to just looking it up on Google.
It is. It really is.
Like.
We've officially gone off the rails on this.
Yeah, we're gone. We're gone. I'm just going with it.
You have your own Google of comics. That's awesome.
That is kind of cool.
Rather Google it or just actually have it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, it's none of those. Anyway, it was. I know what it was. Actually, it's not one of my most favorite comics. Actually, but it was a noir short story called Men of Wrath, published under Marvel's Max line of comics, and it wasn't a traditional comic, but it was more of a noir story, kind of a, I don't know what else you'd call it, but it was really well done. That's what it was. So I knew there was another one in there, and I knew I really liked it, but it's a gritty, people blowing up when they get hit by shotguns kind of story thing. So. Anyway, so we are so far gone right now. Does anybody else have anything you're looking forward to? I mean, we've got. So I don't have.
Fantastic Four came out with a trailer, and I'm kind of.
Fantastic Four trailer.
Yeah, but nobody's looking forward to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is anybody looking forward to that? I'm trying so very hard to not have just the biggest meh about it right now.
Well, if the one thing Fantastic Four always had about it, I mean, they've really captured the dark and gritty nature of Fantastic Four
Yeah,
that they've
because
always had.
that's what it's known for. I'm like,
Yeah, exactly. When you think of Fantastic Four, you think of dark and gritty and real.
about halfway through the trailer, I went, darkness, no parents.
Basements.
So
Just the things that I've heard about how they're gonna make Doctor Doom
Yeah,
kind of
he's
worries
a
me.
rogue hacker.
what are they gonna do?
He's not Doctor Doom. He's not the anything of Latvia, Latvia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Blah, blah, blah,
like,
blah. And he doesn't even have Doom in the name. That's his username or his hacker.
oh yeah, he's gonna be like the
Yeah.
hacker nerd or something.
Yeah.
Instead of zapping people with magic and technology, he's going to make their computer explode.
Yeah, you know something? They can go to hell for that one. I forgot about that.
That's the part that makes me go, what?
That sounds terrible.
I mean, and it looked like the entire movie was shot in Gotham because everything was dark and overcast and dreary. It was like, oh, wait a minute, when did Fantastic Four take place in Gotham?
Is Spider-Man in X-Men's world, or is it Spider-Man in Fantastic Four's world? How does Sony work that way?
Sony only has Spider-Man, so
Okay. So I guess it's got to be.
they don't mix at all.
Oh yeah. No, I was thinking another thing. Okay, so it is in X-Men's world.
The rumor is that there may be a return of Spider-Man to the MCU.
Yeah.
And MCU, for anyone that may watch this later and do not know, that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, i.e. the Hulk, Captain America, Avengers, Thor, Iron Man universe.
What about it all leaving now and turning into Battleground?
Oh, Battle World, the
Or
comics.
Battle World, excuse me, yeah.
The comics is going through this year are going to be going through some sort of. It's not really a reboot, but they're doing kind of a collapse of the multiverse all into one thing. How that's exactly going to work at this point, we don't know. But it's going to be the real Marvel Universe for the foreseeable future. So, which means it'll all change within
It'll
the
change
5
next
years.
year when they do their next big event.
Yeah, it's
What?
like we've
Is
written.
that an assembly of disassembly tools?
Yeah, this is about half of the ones I have actually.
Wow. That's serious Legoing, man.
When you can build with the tool that's only designed is to disassemble Legos, then
Yeah.
you've got something going there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a few of these things. Because I'm looking at another assembly just like this over yonder. And then there's another couple on the table. And this is embarrassing.
The more you look around, the more you're like, I should really not have these here.
Yeah, I'm looking around and there's a lot of Lego. That's what I've been doing for the past few days is like disassembling some sets and like putting it in the bin, putting it into some bins, mixing some stuff together, and just then like taking out stuff that I have built and like put them on the shelves and everything. And there's a lot.
I've got a number of sets, but I don't have that many of that tool. So you've definitely outdone me, sir.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I bought some of these separate, and that's before they started putting them in sets.
Ah, okay.
So like I bought like a handful of them thinking they'll be useful, and I'd probably lose them, which I don't know why because I don't lose things. And then, yeah, then they just started including them in sets, and I buy a set here and there.
Here and there.
Got up.
As you have a tower. That's awesome.
There's a lot of stuff. There's like, can you see that?
Yeah.
There's my
Nice.
Arkham and Slave
Yeah.
1 and
Save
the
one.
Arkham Slave 1, and then there's like, you can see
Whoa.
the ring, and then there's
One of them.
Space Shuttle with 2 AT-ATs, and I still have another AT-AT to build. And
is
then
that the
there's
Canopy 4 to the left?
oh, you see the Tanev? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the Tanev. There's the Justice League ship right there. There's the mini Star Destroyer. Over yonder, you can see the big X-wing.
Did you
Wow.
buy the new Slave one yet? The Ultimate Collectors?
I do. I have that that's in the closet over there.
Of course he bought it. Do you have like every set?
No. Far from it, actually.
It would be to have every set would be almost impossible. I mean, not
Yeah,
impossible, but
They
it's
really
a
do
lot.
come out with so much stuff. Like when you really just look at like what they have. Although I am ordering, they have Batman Duplo sets.
I saw
Um,
those.
So they have like, and this is the first time they've done Duplo with superheroes. They have 2 Batman sets and a Superman set. I'm gonna buy them now.
Oh,
So,
in preparation.
so my little boy
Nice.
has them in a few years, but he's ready for Duplo. His first sets are gonna be Batman Duplo sets.
That's freaking awesome.
It is. I'm very excited.
What if he hates Lego though?
You should
No.
shut your mouth.
Nobody hates
That's
Lego.
impossible.
The crime.
Just to
The child
spite
is
you.
going
Why
to
would
be
you even
raised in a
say
den
something
of
like
Lego.
Because kids love to hate the things their parents love.
We're talking about Lego here. Like what
Yeah, we're
kid?
talking about Legos.
That's a tough one. That's
It's
Step
really
on
tough
one
for a kid to
piece
hate that.
hates
It's
it from then on.
The darkest, most evil person in the world still loves playing with Legos.
seriously. I mean, do you hear the sound they make when you like? I was just, it's funny. Like I got a bin. I was just taking apart a bunch of sets and throwing all the pieces in a bin and stuff. And I just I had to look for something because I accidentally disassembled something that went to a set that I actually wanted to keep built. And luckily all the pieces were on top, and I had to look for one piece. So I just had to run my hand through the bin, and it started making that old sound of just running your hand through a giant bin of Lego. And I was just like, oh, that is just such a peaceful feeling.
except when you step on them. Stepping on them is bad.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
horrible.
it's like stepping on a PlayStation controller. You just don't want to do it,
Yeah,
Especially now, those things are expensive.
right? $60.
Yeah, that's
way more fragile than they used to be too. All right. Well, we are approaching on time for this crazy train to pull into.
Probably
the
should have ended like 20 minutes ago.
Probably could have, but hey, we're
Went
having
into a
fun.
Lego
We're having a
obsessed
good
cult.
time.
Awesome.
Our one fan is still enjoying us. He's a little annoyed by the whole deflatriots, but other than that, he really kept it pretty entertained. So,
You should be annoyed with the whole. What's the other one I heard that was good? Balgazi.
oh gosh, but okay,
But
we
they found the
better
culprit. They found the guy in the locker room that was responsible. And
Wow.
he's being
They found
dealt
the
with.
guy who took 12 balls with him to the bathroom.
Yes.
Most people only need 2 when they go. So
It is hilarious that they found that guy, and nobody knew what he was doing.
Did they horsewhip him in the town square?
The awesome quarterback who has no clue apparently. Like quarterbacks know their balls.
We're doing our own. We're doing our own. Okay, here we go. Yeah, go for it. Quarterbacks know their balls. Go for it.
They know their balls
gosh.
intimately. So,
All right. Okay.
level.
We're done. We're
You know how
stopping.
plump they are?
I saw some articles that broke
all
down
right.
some things where apparently the Patriots, their fumble numbers have gone down dramatically since they changed some rulings back in 2007 or something like that.
Their fumble per play ratio is quadruple or bigger the nearest team. So yeah. They fumble way less than any other team in the league.
Yeah, and it's all due to some rule changes back in that day. They directly, it's oh neat. And it was right when they had the rules for people supply their own balls.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just interesting.
After the game that I had to watch with a certain team, that if you pay attention to what cup I've been drinking out of, you'll know what game it is.
I know, I was going to make some snide comment about what cup you were drinking out of.
You basically have to almost feel like the entire NFL is rigged after a certain game.
Dude, that was, I will say, and I feel bad because I was actually rooting for the Pack, but that was a hell of a game. to have in the playoffs. That was
I
ridiculous.
think the Super Bowl is going to be mega disappointing after all this ball talk and
I am
that
not.
game. And
This is not a very exciting Super Bowl for me. It's
Yeah,
just.
it could be brutal.
Well, the thing is it should be a close game. So I mean, that in and of itself, maybe.
it'd be kind of cool to see a team repeat since it hasn't happened in a long time.
That would be neat to see. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Just, man, just didn't like the teams going in. That's it.
Okay, we're
Tell
being
Mark
fact
We
checked,
lost
so
Talk about football.
We lost all of our geek
yeah, we did.
following as soon as we started
Hooray.
talking about football.
And our one fan is now fact checking us and threatening to never come back. So we probably need to play it a little soft here. So we love you, one fan. Don't go away.
Well,
And
what
all
are we
the other
gonna do?
fans out there, we promise when Mark is here, he doesn't let us talk about sports balls. So this will
What
probably
do
be the last time this
mess
will
up on
ever
the fact
happen.
checking?
Huh?
What do we mess up on the fact checking?
No, we'll talk about it offline.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. Well, anyway, there's all those things that Mark tells you to do at the end of the show, like liking and subscribing and going to places that I don't know the URLs to. So there's Gamersledge.com. There's YouTube. Search for Gamersledge, I think.
No, Vault 99.
Or is it
Or
Vault
Vault on
99?
PSN.
Yeah, see, it always changes. That's the thing. I can never remember. Let's see. It looks like Gamersledge. If you search for Gamers Space Ledge, that's the name on the account. Otherwise, if you search for Gamersledge Podcast with Gamersledge all as one word, all of our videos for this series have that, and you'll find our way to our channel. I need to know this stuff because it's kind of embarrassing that I don't know any of this. I am Neosapien on Twitter. I almost never tweet, but if you want to know something or want to make any suggestions, you can reach me through there. I also, let's see, it's balt@gamersledge.com for your questions or reader mail. Also, you can comment on our Facebook page or comment on our which is facebook.com/gamersledge, and you can also message us on our G Plus page, which I need to get back into updating because it's gotten a little out of date. But you can go ahead and on there, just search for Gamersledge. And any of the other ways that people ever get a hold of people in this crazy Internet of Things world we live in. Any last thoughts? I guess that's where we're at. Last thoughts. Going to the Tude Monkey.
Keep playing lots of Pokemon. That's just awesome.
Yeah, my son wants, all of the shiny Pokemon you catch just because,
So hard to get all the shinies. I only got 2, and those are the first 2 I ever gotten, and I got them by accident. Awesome. First Kingdra, or not Kingdra. My first Seadra encounter, shiny.
Yeah, how do you do that? I don't
know.
I've never seen a wild shiny Pokemon.
I've seen twice. Oh yeah, what?
In Heart Gold, I went out. They showed me the mission on how to catch Pokemon, and then you catch your first one fake. And then I was like, okay, I want a Pidgey. So the third encounter ever in Heart Gold was a shiny Pidgey.
No way. That's awesome.
That's crazy.
All right, I put a piece on these things, and now I can't get it off. This is.
The joke there is that Tool is designed to take Lego sets apart, so that's the joke for anyone that doesn't
He's
get it.
created the space between matter and antimatter.
he has caused
Lego form.
The physical embodiment of a conundrum via Lego. Kate.
I got it. Never mind. We're good.
Thanks, guys. I'll hopefully be able to play some PS4 games soon.
You're welcome. And thank you for all the stuff that you've done for the site and all the articles you've written and the reviews you've done. So that's been a great boon for the site. So thank you. Nick.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts.
Take a break from what you're playing.
I'm thinking. Enjoy game time while you have it.
Said like someone who has made the transition.
Ah.
The funny thing
Take what
is,
you can.
this is the first of several probable life transitions you will have in
Oh,
which you will be going, what the heck happened?
4 hours here and there. Now I have like 20 minutes. What happened?
Yeah, that's why mobile phone games are ruling everything, unfortunately. Final thoughts. Again, like us, subscribe to us, like our YouTube like our YouTube videos, subscribe to our YouTube. That is one of the primary things we're putting out. Watch Gamersledge.com for our featured articles and reviews and updates. Be wary, not wary, wary is the wrong word. Be observant, I don't know. Pay attention in the next coming months because there's going to be some new stuff coming. I'm not telling you what. I want you to come and look. And as always, game on.
Game.
Come on.
Come on.
Hang on.